is Friday afternoon. I am at a football game. I'm 2 hours early, but I've got some chicken to eat, and then I might call my mom, but it is the beginning of the weekly vlog, so weekend vlog. Well, it is Saturday morning. It's 7:42 a.m. It's a bit of a late night last night. Today we might be going to a craft fair. I don't know, we'll see if Steven wakes up. We'll see if I have the gumption to wake him up. But no, I've got some work to do this weekend. Not a ton. It's not a very heavy week, which is why I went to the football game last night. And I would like to read a bunch of books. So, that's the goal. Now the sound's not working on my computer. So, that's great. Fixed it. Except for now my headphones are broken now. That wasn't the issue. It's a different issue. But I need new headphones. These are old ones. Really quickly onto a quick little TBR of what I probably won't finish them all this weekend, but what I kind of hope to finish. I want to finish up Tessie. I'm mostly almost done with it. It's very quick. I just haven't sat down and read it. I'd also like to read Twilight by Stephanie Meyer, which I haven't read since probably about 2011. So there's that. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we do have Self-Consciousness by John Updike, which is a memoir. So there's that. We've got Go 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 Ghost by Miyako Hirozuka, Volume 1. I would like to get these done because once October rolls around, I've got just a horror TBR that I'm gonna do a vlog on. At some point, that's the whole thing. Apocalypse Bringer Mainogara #1 by Yasako Midorihana. This means a Kindle book, but also 15 by Beverly Cleary. Truck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. The Midnight Club by Christopher Pike. The Testing by Joelle Charbonneau. Another Kindle book, and Mindwalker by A.J. Steger. So there's that. I don't know how much I'm going to get read this weekend, but the goal is, obviously it's the big goal is all those, but that's probably not going to happen. The goal is, a good chunk, because I've not been reading as much. Oh, good. Okay. There we go. Back. All right. I did finish up Coraline, which is one of the books that one of my groups is reading. So there's that. Not on the TBR, but it was one I need to get done. I have a mug cake too afterwards. Complete. Steven's looking at a motorcycle. I'm reading Twilight and eating freeze-dried candy. Hello. It is Sunday morning, and I have so much fun to do today. But I did want to, before we do that, do a little boxing of something I got in the mail, and as well as show you what I got in Bismarck and at the craft fair yesterday. So first up, this is a CD. I know what it is. I spent too much money on this because you can't really, they're not like super, like they're a popular enough band, but they're not popular enough that it's like cheap to buy their CDs. So I did get Copacetic by Knucklepuck on CD. So there's that. Then, okay, most of this is not mine, but I did get a new pair of black skinny jeans. I did, of course, go to Spirit Halloween. And so I got a mug. I got a Twilight Zone mug. I got a beautiful portrait of my favorite boy, Leatherface. I got my costume. I'm gonna be a pirate this year. And I did get a new set of teeth earrings, but these ones have loose teeth. I'm gonna need this. And of course go to Hot Topic. I did get a couple blind boxes that I already opened, so I got one from Hot Topic that's the little Pusheen little guy, and he's a frying pan. And I got two from Spirit Halloween, so this is the general horror one. Got the Lost Boys And then the trick or treat one, I got Sam without his mask. So just that, and then here is my receipt from Hot Topic. I got a My Chemical Romance zip-up hoodie. I got a couple of Hot Cash. Got an Evanescence t-shirt, as well as a My Chemical Romance t-shirt. So there's all of those. And then, so one of the places I went to at the craft fair was a freeze-dried candy cane. I didn't eat some of those already. So I did eat of my Peeps. I ate some of my Sprees and some of my M&Ms. And I did also have another full thing of the Taffies. But this one is, what flavor is this? Banana. I do have some banana ones. I had like strawberry. So there is that, and then I have a bunch of trash in here. I need that. That's my receipt. And then, yep. I'm missing something. This is not mine. This is Steven's, but I think I gotta go out to the car and dig around for something. I'll be right back. Here we go. It is a, ma'am, do you mind? Can you not for a second, please? Bath bombs and soaps. I actually know this lady. She is she's the mother of one of the 4th graders I teach. I got a zombie bath bomb and like this cauldron bath bomb. Then Steven got a soap, but yeah, that is that. I gotta put all this stuff away, and then today I gotta finish up a bunch of homework. I gotta do a bunch of laundry. I've only read 2 books this weekend, so I'd like to get some more books read. So we will get on that. That is what we're doing today. I can't lie, my expectations were so low for this reread that I'm having a good time. So the big thing I have to get done is my little paper for my ed class. I'm like halfway done with it. It's got to be done by tonight. So that's my main thing. Everything else is just working on stuff that's due in the next couple of weeks for my library class. So I'm stressed, but I don't need to be. All right, I'm gonna make lunch. I did make a lot of progress on a lot of stuff. I also started a short story. I don't write very many short stories, so I'm not like very good at them, but I did start a new one, which is gonna be kind of fun. But I think I'm gonna make lunch now and then see where we go from there. I went on a very short walk. I had to use my Discman because my good headphones are not working. These ones don't connect to my phone anymore. And I attempted to make myself a boa with a little kit. I followed the directions, which is more than I normally do. I'm going to start throwing shit everywhere. So we'll see. We'll see. But no, it's time to get back to work. It's like 11:30. So there he is. Oh, and she is done. I did finish my reread of Twilight. I haven't read this since middle school. And I think it was better than I was thinking it was going to be. Honestly, I think our standards for books are so much lower now. Like, bad book today is nowhere near as good as Twilight. Like, Twilight maybe was a bad book in the day, but now 15 years later, 20 years later, in the age of the fucking Colleen Hoovers and stuff, you know, like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm closing out this vlog. I did, you know, finish up Twilight, as I said. This weekend vlog, kind of a flop, you know, but that's how it is sometimes. I love having that picture. That's my favorite thing. Yeah, I'll see you on Friday.